You are a pretty lady. Do you get tired of people talking about your looks and how stunning you are all the time? I mean, it can get to be, you know. I mean, I don't. I mean, when people tell me.
Johnny Carson hosted women so stunning, it made it hard to look away from the TV. These are Tonight Show guests who were so beautiful, they made it hard to look away. And Margret.
That's got to cost a fortune to put on a show like that.
It was pretty expensive.
In production values. You couldn't do that all in one day. All of those things. Where'd you do the swimming scenes now? Could you do that?
London University. And they were so nice. They wanted to get the water really nice and warm. But the night before, they were trying to get it up to 100 degrees. They blew all the heaters. So that when we did shoot it on Sunday, it was like 50 degrees.
You're too young to remember the old Esther Williams pictures, though. Did you see some of them, though?
Oh, yes. I used to pretend I was Esther Williams when no one was looking.
And that's entertainment that they're playing around now. They have some scenes in there, and you forget the incredible things.
And Margret carries herself like a live performer from the second she appears with energy that makes Johnny's desk feel too small.
Ain't got no trouble in my life, no foolish dream to make me cry. I'm never frightened, don't worry.
She gave the audience more than a celebrity interview by turning the appearance into something closer to a show within The Tonight Show. Christy Brinkley.
Steady, folks. How are you? It's nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you. You too.
You told me before the show, I just ducked my head in to say hi, that you got lost on the way out here tonight? Did you get caught in the rain? Somebody says it's raining. I've been out here all day.
It was raining. Every road was a cul-de-sac. I was from Venice to, I don't know, there were like 10 different Ventura freeways.
Christy Brinkley brings stunning energy tied to the supermodel era, making her feel like a modern guest on Carson's classic set.
Is the big seller, right?
It causes such,
I just can't understand it. It's hard to understand. That's a beautiful picture. Now, you've been on 3, right? The last 3 years? This was, what year was this? This was 1980. I'll show these pretty pictures, you. And this was in 1979.
That was in the Seychelles. That was so beautiful.
You kind of have a lock, don't you, on the covers of Sports Illustrated? Now, where was that? You said, where was this?
In the Seychelles Islands.
Seychelles Islands. Now,
down in the Indian Ocean, just a little to the left of Madagascar.
Ah, Madagascar in the spring.
Hugest bugs in the world.
Her smile and composure make the interview feel lighter, while Johnny supplies the old-school host structure around her, creating perfect contrast. Dyan Cannon.
I haven't even said hello.
Hi, sweetheart.
Ah, sure, sweetheart, now.
You want to know something?
Sure, now it's sweetheart.
What do you mean, now it's sweetheart?
Well, now that you're married, sure, now.
What, do you think that I treated you differently before I was married?
Oh, sure, I came to your dressing room to say hi, how are you, as old friends, and, oh, now it's just hugs and kisses and how are you, now that you're off the shelf.
John Cannon's Carson chemistry is different because the history with Johnny gives the conversation a private spark as she keeps breaking into laughter.
It's interesting because even your introduction to me was much cooler than it usually is, Johnny. Oh! Didn't you think so?
I did, yes, very much.
That could be true, just subconsciously knowing that you are no longer touchable is not the right word.
There's no chance.
That there's no chance. I probably was thinking back in my mind, nice formal introduction. But anyway, you don't think you don't.
You know, Johnny.
The show's producers mentioned in interviews, Cannon teasing Johnny while keeping the mood elegant showed her beauty reading through the confidence in her laugh as much as through her appearance. Cheryl Ladd.
Somebody said to me, do you remember when she was on before? I said, Cheryl Ladd hasn't been on this show before. They said, yes, she was. And I was ready to put a good-sized bet down. And then somebody mentioned a name. And I said, now, I remember that name very well because we discussed the problems you were having with the name,
we
right?
Did, yes.
Now, what was it, about 3 or 4 years ago?
It was in 73.
1973.
And I came out and I was introduced to Cheryl Stoppelmore, which is my maiden name.
Cheryl
and
Stoppelmore.
you said Stoppelmore.
Cheryl Stoppelman.
And we talked about that.
Right.
And I did a song, and it's been a long time.
Cheryl Ladd's Carson appearance has the immediate glow of a television star who had become familiar to millions through Angels. She carries herself with relaxed sweetness that makes the interview feel light instead of overproduced, as her calm presence does the work. Terry Garr.
Yes.
You're a real trooper for showing up tonight. I didn't know. I walked into makeup. I saw you sitting there with this big thing wrapped around your knee?
Yeah, I took the thing off my knee.
Yeah.
Because I thought I'd hide this from the audience. But now that you brought it up, I guess I won't be hiding it from the audience.
Well, you were limping anyway, and your
I know.
ankle is bandaged, so let's clear this up. What happened to you?
I fell down a flight of stairs. There's no good story about it. I just slipped and fell down a flight of stairs. But I didn't want to miss coming here to say goodbye. Or someone told me you were going to be leaving this show. Is that true?
Terry Garr understood how to be funny without surrendering her movie star charm, bringing offbeat glamour less posed than classic star appearances. Brooke Shields.
As I'd said before, I'm not scared of them, and I think they feel comfortable. And I mean, the animals are wild, but I've learned to handle them.
Yeah. When you say wild, what are you talking about?
What
animals do you get involved with?
Well, I've been working with koalas. I've been working with the primates, which the lemurs and langurs and and chimps.
Now, they cry, don't they?
I guess so. I was going to say that. We have a pygmy monkey in our nursery, and today it was hungry and it didn't eat its lunch. So then by the time dinner time came, it was starving, and it started to cry, and I saw little tears. So
there was a little tear.
You can forget about your dog and your pig and your...
And I stepped on a real rabbit's foot once, and I think it cried.
Yes.
Brooke Shields arrives with a camera presence that made her one of the most recognizable young stars, carrying herself with calm confidence. She smiles easily, listens closely, and answers with enough control to show she understands the spotlight, making the moment feel polished without seeming cold. Goldie Hawn.
Hey, you're slinky tonight.
I know it.
Really slinky. Do you feel slinky when you wear something like that? I mean, black?
I had a discussion about that today.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I didn't know whether to wear something like this or whether to wear something less.
You can't wear much less, but I mean less provocative.
Provocative, yeah.
Goldie Hawn brings bright, almost weightless energy that makes the interview feel softer the second she sits down.
All the crazy things you did. I remember you talking about being a go-go dancer.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I remember these things, you see, in case somebody shows up on the show, and I remember all these little... You were a go-go dancer in a place called the Peppermint Lounge at one time?
No.
No, it wasn't the Peppermint Lounge.
The Peppermint Box.
The Peppermint Box.
Yeah.
The Peppermint Lounge was very famous in New York for a while.
I know it.
Where was the Peppermint Box?
I worked there. Actually, I did work at the Peppermint Lounge and for a couple of nights. But I worked at the Peppermint Box, which was... I had a go-go agent.
Were you up in one of those?
Do we want to talk about
Well,
that?
whatever, you don't have to.
As Johnny doesn't have to push hard for laughs because her reactions do half the work. Dolly Parton.
They really love you. You've really got loyal fans.
Well, I think it's all because of the Johnny Carson show. You have a great audience, and I look forward all the time to doing this show. I've been excited for a month because people think me and you're great friends, and I feel like we are.
We are.
Even though I only know you from the panel, and you came by the dressing room to say hello a while
I did,
ago,
but you were
and
busy.
I was in the
I
back
didn't know.
putting on a petticoat.
Just knocked on the door to say hi.
Anyway,
Hear this voice coming from somewhere. I can't talk now.
Dolly Parton walks into this segment with the kind of warmth that immediately changes the whole desk, as Johnny is usually the one controlling the room.
Answer it, but since I can save some money this way, I'll answer it on the air. It's from the city officials, Carl Hatcher, vice mayor, the alderman Luther Gilbert, a whole bunch of people, and Gary Wade, the mayor of Sevierville, I believe. Sevierville, Tennessee, I believe.
My hometown.
This is Dear Johnny. On behalf of the city of Sevierville, we would like to invite you to join us in celebrating the dedication of the Dolly Parton Parkway. I'll tell you, now you know you.
But Dolly makes the appearance feel like she brought her own little stage, with her creating an instant shift in energy. Suzanne Somers.
Taking oxygen at the same time, and I guess you were working Dom DeLuise's show, right?
Yes, that was about the nicest working experience I've ever had. He's a lovely, lovely man.
Yeah, I was looking through your book today.
Yes?
You write nice things.
Thank you.
Is this something just recent, or that you always wanted to do, or? I mean, poetry.
Well, I did it for the money, you know.
That's nice and honest. That's nice and honest for a change. No great love, I wanted a buck. Wouldn't that be refreshing if they said, why'd you make this movie?
Suzanne Somers gives Johnny one of those classic Hollywood origin stories that feels almost too neat to be real, as the segment has built-in sparkle, because she's telling a story about being discovered right after arriving in Hollywood, making instant success sound both thrilling and accidental. Jane Fonda.
Ask you something. Sure. Last night, my son, you were talking about Zsa Zsa Gabor earlier.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it.
My son said, she was on Johnny Carson's show one time. She came there with a cat on her lap, and she said to you, "Do you want to pet my pussy?" And my son said that you said, "I'd love to if you'd remove that damn cat."
Jane Fonda's segment stands out because she brings star power with a sharp, curious edge, as instead of just sitting there as a glamorous movie star, she turns the interview back on Johnny and asks him about one of late night's most famous rumors flipping the power dynamic. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Well, I called the guy on the phone and I said, this is what I want to do. I don't have any money to go through your school. I don't have any money to pay for pictures. I don't want to sign any contracts with you, and how do I go about doing this? We did a test shoot, and... no, I didn't.
No.
And he was really a very nice man. Yeah, because at the point, you know, I really look back and I think I've been very fortunate because I was very naive and I could have been taken advantage of many times.
You certainly can.
Yeah, and I think it happens a lot.
Tonight may be the first time.
Michelle Pfeiffer's early Carson appearance has the appeal of watching a future major star before the full legend has formed, as she looks young, composed, and slightly new to the machinery of late-night television, which gives the moment special charm that comes from witnessing potential rather than established fame, while Johnny's desk can expose nervousness quickly. But Pfeiffer holds herself with a clean, quiet confidence. Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, you can't win either way.
Otherwise, if you read the bad ones, then you start to get depressed, so...
Yeah, they stick in your mind, those sentences. Yeah. That's lovely, though. That's a very adult review. I like that.
Do you get the impression that Albert and I don't understand the female person too well?
Yes, but I don't think you should, you know. I think that's probably best to just keep you confused in a mystery. I think that's what keeps the world going round.
Susan Sarandon's Tonight Show interview has a quieter intensity than the more overt glamour entries, as she is poised, thoughtful, and relaxed enough that the interview doesn't feel like a standard promotional stop, while the Atlantic City connection gives the segment-specific film-era context, anchoring the conversation in actual work, rather than manufactured talking points. Joan Collins.
About the men in your life and so forth, I'm tapped out. I don't know what to... So I thought maybe to do this a little differently, just to have a different interview.
Okay.
Have you ever done an interview in which the host wore a catcher's mask?
A catcher? What's a catcher?
This is a catcher's mask.
Oh, a catcher. How do you spell that? This might
just to
mess
make
my
it different.
hair.
Just hold it up. Just hold it up. Don't
Yes.
put it in your hair. Yeah.
And we just talk like this for a while.
Okay.
Joan Collins gives Carson a glamorous segment with a built-in visual hook as the masked interview works, because Collins understands image so well that she can turn even a strange setup into part of her persona, while Johnny gets to play with the mystery and elegance around her without reducing the moment to simple gimmick, showing how veterans can elevate any concept. Collins carries the whole thing with a theatrical confidence that fits her Dynasty-era image perfectly, as she knows how to make an entrance feel like a statement, rather than just arriving for an interview. Diahann Carroll.
And it's a fun evening, because she's a very talented woman.
Yes, she is. I haven't seen you working around much lately. You're kind of keeping a low profile, aren't you?
Well, I have been. Actually, I've been traveling, staying away from this area a little bit. But not in this outfit, but I've been doing primarily...
That's what you call a performing outfit,
This
right?
is a performing outfit. You don't have a few friends over for dinner in this outfit.
No, you have one friend over there.
Diahann Carroll's Carson appearance has a refined quality that makes her feel completely at home under studio lights, as she carries herself with stage-trained polish. But there's also a warmth that keeps the conversation from feeling distant, while Johnny's style works well with her, because they share professional respect built on years of entertainment experience.
What are you most comfortable in?
What am I most comfortable
Yeah, when you're just sitting around the house or going shopping. Jeans?
No. Strangely enough, I don't like jeans.
You've always been recognized as being pretty much fashion conscious, and you wear clothes beautifully.
Yes, I enjoy clothes very, very much. What am I I love bathing suits around the house. Love to just put on my little bikini and run around the house.
Excuse me.
She can answer with grace while still holding a strong point of view, as her beauty comes through in the composure of the voice and the way she treats the interview like a performance without overplaying it, showing decades of experience in front of audiences who demand authenticity. Carroll was the kind of guest who could make a simple answer feel elegant, as the segment has value, because it shows how a stunning Carson guest didn't need chaos flirtation or gimmicks to stand out, proving that poise alone could command attention when backed by genuine talent. She commands the set by being calm, precise, and fully present, as every response feels considered, but never rehearsed or stiff, showing complete control over her presentation while maintaining spontaneity that makes the conversation feel alive rather than scripted. Lauren Bacall.
That's the...
It's a bookmark.
But look, I remember this.
It's a paper doll.
Was this not one of the very first
Stills, yeah.
stills
It's on
that
the
you
it's on the
took?
spine of the book.
Was this from What picture?
It was, I think
Was
it was
this
used
before
in the
Have
Big
and Have
Sleep.
Not, or the Big
No,
Sleep?
no, it was used in the, but you see, it's on the back of the book.
It's on the,
No, and Valentine had a terrific idea, and they made a bookmark out of it. And
Well,
I
this
just
is
thought
the
it was
only-
such fun.
This is the only time that I'll ever get you between the covers.
Lauren Bacall brings the kind of classic movie star presence that makes the whole room slow down, as her segment about marrying Humphrey Bogart has built in Hollywood weight. But she never makes it feel like a rehearsed museum story, while Johnny listens carefully because Bacall is not there to be rushed, showing respect for guests who move at their own pace. Her voice posture and dry confidence give the interview a different texture than the faster comic guests around Carson. As the stunning part is the authority she carries, as if old Hollywood walked onto the modern late-night set and refused to hurry, making everyone adjust to her rhythm rather than demanding she match theirs. She can be warm without becoming overly sentimental, while the segment belongs here because Bacall's glamour isn't flashy but controlled, lived in, and impossible to fake, displaying decades of experience carrying yourself as legend, while Johnny treats her with deference because Bacall's legend preceded her by years. She represents a golden age of Hollywood that was already disappearing by the time Carson took over Tonight Show, making her living connection to vanished era as the Bogart stories carry weight because they're not celebrity gossip, but genuine history from someone who lived through the moment she's describing. Johnny Carson's desk became the place where stunning meant more than just beautiful faces, because these guests proved that charisma, intelligence, and presence could make an interview unforgettable. From supermodels to stage legends, each woman brought something different, showing that there's no single way to command a room or captivate an audience. Which Carson guest do you think was the most stunning? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more legendary Tonight Show moments.